Sorry, I had to get my Stampin' Lips. It's been a hot minute since we've been together. I hope that you guys are doing well. There we go. Stampin' Lips make everything better. I hope you guys are doing well and had a great weekend. It has been busy, busy around here. So much has happened since we last were together. I really tried to go live last week, but honestly, I just couldn't make it happen. There was just so much going on. But I'm super excited to be here today. I've got tons of stuff to share with you. We have a new card challenge. We have a drawing for the winner of last month's card challenge. We have some brand new online exclusives that release tonight late. I've got all kinds of stuff to show you from my watercolor retreat. I've got cards for my mailbox. I've got all kinds of stuff for you guys. So I hope you are excited. It's been just a whirlwind around these parts. So much is going on. As you may have heard, my dear friend Kelly's mom passed away on Friday afternoon. And of course, my heart and prayers go out to Kelly and her family. Karen was just the most, I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to cry. The most wonderful person. And I'm just sad for them because she just was a really wonderful lady and no one quite like her in this world. So, yeah, she's been not well for a while. So anyway, just sad to say goodbye to her and sad for my friend because they were very close. So anyway, and then the next day, one of my other very good friends, her mom passed away as well. So it's been a lot. Just sad for my friends. So just no fun for them. And yeah, so anyway, but in both cases, no more suffering, which I think is really good. And both I think it's good that they're at peace. So, all right. But on a happier note, we've got beautiful cards to make today. I've got a super fun color combination. I've got a super fun fold card that I'm excited to share with you. And yeah, so I think we're just going to hop right into it because, like I said, there's just so much happening. And so I just realized that my desk is like a tornado. So give me like 3 seconds to just move my pieces here. I think I got everything. So this, our card challenge is going to be a fun fold. And well, as it often is, most of the time it's a fun fold, but it's a shaker fun fold. So that's kind of fun. And it was actually one of the projects from my team retreat that we do what's called a shoebox swap each time we gather. And the shoebox swap was really fun. It is a super cute card, so I'm excited to share it with you. It's from my team member, Nancy, and she always makes the most incredible stuff. So, yeah. All right. Okay, let's see. And please say hi and hope that, and I hope that you will let me know where you're watching from. Thank you so much, Tess. You're the best. I really appreciate that tip. So sweet. And good to see so many of you on here. Like I said, just hop on and let me know where you're watching from. I just love seeing where everybody is. Oh, Heather is in the UK. Lisa is in Missouri. Deborah is in Michigan. Deborah won our kickoff card swap contest. So that was kind of exciting. I liked your card too, Deborah. Let's see. Ooh, Darla's watching from Iowa. Are you guys done? Are you done with the harvest? I drove all across Iowa on Friday and Saturday. Carl had a cross-country race in Omaha, so I drove from the Mississippi across the Missouri and drove the whole state and then back again on Saturday. It was good to see him run. He did a great job. Another season's best and or personal record PR, which is always good by a pretty decent amount. He's got one more meet and then he's done for probably a hot minute, and then he'll start indoor track season. So anyway, all right, not yet. So close. I hope you're almost done. It looked like about 98% done as I was driving across Iowa. Lots of combines out this time of year. All right, I'm gonna flip my camera. And well, actually first let me see what else I've got. Well, okay, let me do my card challenge. So we had not a lot of participants in last month's challenge. I think there was like 8 or 9, maybe 10. I can't remember. I just did tickets. Well, maybe it was a little more than that. Anyway, so I hope we'll get lots of people participating this month because it's really fun and I hope you like it. It's easy. It looks complicated, but it's not. Anyway, I've got a bundle for our winner this month, and that is going to go to Karen Tucci. She has won before. I see a lot of the same people participating, and all I'm going to say is you guys got to join us. So in case you have no idea what I'm talking about, each month during my first live of the month, I do a card challenge on my Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook group. And you can join the challenge, and all you have to do is create a card based on my first project from today's live, and you will be entered into a drawing for a free bundle. So congrats to Karen. Good job, aka Sparkles. Thank you for joining us. There were some really nice cards shared from last month. You can check them out on the Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook group. And yeah, so let's see. Well, I should flip my camera quick here. All right. So there we go. All right. So one of the things, well, let's see. We've got a lot of stuff to share. I got a lot of mail that's come in. Of course, part of that is because I haven't done a live. I didn't do very many lives this month, but here we go. Okay, first card. This is a super sweet card from Anne, who's on my team. And this is one of those corner flap folds. I think that's what this is called. Anyway, such a cute Halloween card. So thank you so much, Anne. I loved that. You are the best. Here is a super cute card from my from my upline. So that is fun. This is with the Memories and More cards, which is sweet. And then I got, oh, by the way, I always love the envelopes when they match. So fun. Then I've got, oh, this was this. Oh dear. This is so sweet. This is also from Anne. She sent this card, and I believe that's the one that came with this little mouse. And I do not have a mouse gate update, but isn't this just so stinking cute? I can hardly stand it. I was so excited to share this with you. So she sent me this little mouse, and she had quite a little story in here as well. But thank you so much for this sweet card, and I love the mouse. This is going up on my desk. I got to find a good spot for it. Actually, I might hang it. Then what else do we have here? Here is another card that I received, Isn't that cute? I think that's from a paper pumpkin. From Debbie. Oh, yes, she said thanks for organizing the card swap. She always participates. So sweet. Thank you, Debbie. Here's another cute card. Got to show the matching envelope. This was so sweet. And thank you so much, Jane. She is, I love this. Thanks for introducing me to watercolor and giving me a new awesome, or a new avenue with my 30 years of card making. I love that. I love that so much. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Mousegate, here's another card I received. How cute is this? This one was from Deborah. Oh my gosh. This just cracked me up. She said something like, sorry, it wasn't Stampin' Up, but I don't think we have any mouse stamps or sets at the time, but isn't that a cute card? So sweet. Here is another simple and lovely card from Barbara. She's just the best. I just thought this was sweet. I wanted to let you know how much you inspire me. I love all your cards. Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much for that. Here is a watercolored card, my favorite, from Branda, who is on my team. And of course, love, she did the happy mail from my pretty perennials, but I always love a good watercolored card. Here is another super duper cute card from Cindy. And she was saying thank you for her birthday card. You are very welcome. This is, I don't know if, well, this is from Greta. She always makes the cutest cards with like our ephemera packs, and they're just so fun. So I thought you guys might like this one. Here is another beautiful card. I love this. Pink. Who would have thought? I would never have probably put pink with this folder. So I just love that. This is from Melissa, who's on my team. And I just thought this was such a cute card. Melissa is a great stamper. Oh gosh, here's one I didn't even open. How fun is that? I love Happy Mail. I can't believe I didn't open this one. I'm usually pretty good about that. Okay, so this one is from Nancy. Aw, thanks a bunch. And let's read this quick. Just wanted to thank you for the beautiful birthday card. It made the whole month special. Aw, Nancy, that's so sweet. So Nancy is part, and several of these people are part of my Sending Sunshine and Rainbows card group, where you can nominate people to receive cards. You can join our birthday rack list, where you can send cards to people on their birthday month. And it's just a lot of fun. So if you are interested, there is information about that in the description of this video. Here is a super cute card from one of my team members, Sherry. She just is the best. So I love this. Ocean, what was this? Ocean Friends, or In the Ocean? I can't even remember anymore. Here is another super cute card from Kay, who is just the best. Kay is actually on Barb's team, so thank you so much for that card. Excuse me. Here's, I love this card. You Are My Sunshine. And this one is from, Sparkles. She's so cute. Oh yes, she put this Choose Happiness and then wrote on the back. So I thought that was really cute. Watercolored, of course. Excuse me. Oh, I need a sip of water. And look at this beautiful card with matching envelope. And this one is from Judy. So cute. Thank you so much, Judy. She's on my team. Love that card. Very pretty. All right, friends. Lots of fun stuff. I just love this little mouse, though. Okay. So we're going to put him... Oh, maybe the mouse should go with Bob. Do you guys know about Bob? Bob is my finger puppet, which I just discovered is magnetic. There's a magnet like in the back of his head. Anyway, Bob, Bob Ross, he's my painter. And now I have a little mouse to go with Bob. Okay. Oh, they look good together on my shelf over there. Awesome. All right. Some other things. I'm going to show you maybe like half of my watercolor retreat and team retreat things today, and then the other half next week, because there's kind of a lot. So, okay. So first off, I got some lovely little gifts from people. Look at that. Look at that card or cup. This is so beautiful. This came to me from Laura. And this cute little pen, which, oh my gosh, I haven't even used yet because I wanted to show you before I used it, you know, because otherwise I would kind of forget about it. But how fun is that? It's just so dang cute. Then she sent this card, and there were some yummy treats in here as well, which I think are probably long gone. And look at this beautiful card. So gorgeous. So thank you so much for that, Laura. I just love it. And then, let's see, she also gave me this, which love the box. And inside is this cute little holder to hold stuff. Like all kinds of stuff can fit in here, which is really fun. Paintbrushes, what have you. Markers, pens. Oh, you know what else fits in here really nicely? These. Wow. So that's kind of fun. Okay. Then I love this. So in Iowa, we have the Herbert Hoover National Historic Site. Herbert Hoover, goodness. He was born in Iowa. And this is a fun little goodie set from Ellen, who is on my, or who came to my retreat. And I believe this card was from her as well. Yes. And she got me some new shades. Oh, I should have put this one on today. This would have been perfect. Anyway, so she got some Stampin' Lips new shades for me, which was super fun. And then, let's see. Then I got this basket of goodies. I don't even have everything in here because I've been using some of it. Oh, this was from Laura too. These cute little towels, which I'm excited to put upstairs for Thanksgiving because it's perfect. Because now we're out with Thanksgiving or out with Halloween and in with Thanksgiving. Then I got a gift basket with all kinds of fun little treasures, including this. This was our group from last time, our last watercolor retreat. And then she gave me this little sun catcher, which is, you know, a paintbrush. So I can't wait to, I got to get a suction cup thingy so I can hang it in my window. I just love this little stained glass sun catcher. So sweet. And this is all from Kim, who's just the best. And then she also got me some beautiful towels, which I'm kind of excited about because it turns out I don't have a lot of towels for fall. I have a lot of spring towels, but not a lot of fall. And then she gave me this, which cracks me up. It's a little paint palette. It's just like a silly one. But I think that's pretty cute. So I don't know, it could be like a keychain or something. Anyway, that was fun. She also gave me this little rainbow container. It like it will hold pens and things. Ooh, let me grab it. It's right behind me. So this will hold stuff like that, and it's rainbow. So she, of course, had me at rainbow. And then the other thing she had in this little basket, this actually big basket full of goodies, was a candle warmer, which was like, it's a lamp. It's like a cute little, it's got a wooden base and then a little lamp with a little shade. And then you can put a candle under it, and the light warms the wax, and so it doesn't burn, which is like, I'd never seen anything like that before. So I thought that was super cool. We've been using it. That's why I don't have it in the basket. We've been using it since the retreat, so that was kind of cute. And then this is the last sweet little gift, and I just love this. This is from Lee, who, I'm just going to untie the ribbon. It's like a little picture holder, so it's got a clip, and then you can watercolor something cute like she did and clip it on. And how fun is that? So she says use a 2.5 by 3.5 piece of paper, and then you can change them out. And I thought that is just so cute. It's a little frame. Oops. There we go. So fun. Isn't that adorable? So that was really cute. All right. So I think enough show and tell for today. We'll do more next week. I do still have a couple of show and tell items that you'll see, because I'm going to show you some new goodies as well. So let me get the rest of this. Now I can use my mugs. I showed you the mugs, so now they go in the rotation, which I'm excited about. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you. Oh, wait, there's one more. Sorry. This is so stinking cute. This is a little chocolate nugget holder with a window sheet, and then you just die cut a little frame out of it. How cute is that? This one was from Beth, who's on my team, so I thought that was super sweet. So cute. Okay. Do you think it's okay if I eat the chocolate? Today is kind of I need some chocolate kind of day. Okay, last but not the least, couple of announcements. First off, get my sheets. First off, I had a watercolor advent calendar that it was requested that I put together, but it sold out like real fast. I never even actually got to tell everybody. I let the people who came to the retreat, the virtual or the regular retreat, I think, and also the people who are in my Paint with Dina stuff, pre-register. And yeah, they sold it out. But I do have a virtual version. Boxes are sold out. The virtual version is available. And what you'll get with that is all the videos. Ooh, I don't know if I put the link in the video in the description of this video. I might have to add that. But it will be really fun. All the videos will be available. I actually don't know if I set a date for when they'll be available, but in time for you to open everything, which I would say would be available starting in December 1st. So there will be, I don't know, 10 to 15 videos. We'll see how many I do. It kind of depends on how I divide them up. But the idea is I will have videos to go with many of the things that are in this kit. Of course, if you get the virtual version, I'll provide links for all the things that I offered, and some of, let's just say, the custom things you'll be able to purchase from me as well. So that will be lots of fun. Okay, let me see here. Next up, as you maybe know, we have some new online exclusives that are dropping tomorrow, or tonight late, depending on how late you stay up. So there's some really fun things in here. I will be demonstrating some of these as well, which I'm kind of excited about. So there's two suites, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bundles. No, 6, 7, 8, 9 bundles. Yeah. And then these are bundles that are part of the suites. And then is there any standalone stamp sets? I'm not sure. I don't think so. So anyway, it's a really wonderful assortment of goodies. I will have the PDF for this posted for you tomorrow on my social media and my website, so you can check that out. Of course, when you purchase through the Creativity Cave, you will be able to enjoy perks such as 10% Stampin Rewards for your purchases of $20 or more. You will get invited to our Stamp Happy Party in December. And then you will also get the All-Star Video Class Bundle when your order is $35 or more. So $50 or more, sorry. $35 for the Stamp Happy Party, $50 for the All-Star Video Class Bundle, which this month is Lights of Aurora. And oh my gosh, these projects are really cool. What I love about them is they aren't, I mean, you could make them Christmassy if you wanted. They're just kind of wintry cards, but they're kind of all purpose. So I hope you will enjoy the tutorial. It's pretty cool. And then our Sunshine and Creativity Delivered. You will subscribe during the month of November to get the December kit, which will be out of the online exclusives. So also our Stamp Happy Academy online class this month is going to be from the online exclusives featuring the pop-up petals. And I actually have a sample to share with you. This is a card made by my team member Greta. And pop-up petals is so fun because it makes pop-up cards. So I'm excited to show you how this works. It's a really fun little set. I've actually used it already a couple of times, and I think you guys are going to really love this one. So that is our class. And then our Stamp Happy Party is a little later this month because I am leaving for Backstage on Saturday. Backstage is coming up next week. And so I am looking forward to that. You can watch social media for fun posts about all of our shenanigans because you know there's going to be some. All right, so there you go. Thus endeth the announcements. Time to get started. Our first project is a really cool one, and we are going to be making a fun little shaker box card. Now, I think a really great way to use or to make this is with the Simply Scored. So what you're going to do is you're going to score at, so this is an 8x8 piece of cardstock. You're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, and 2 inches. And then you're going to do exactly the same thing on all 4 sides. So it's pretty, I mean, that part's pretty easy. Again, this is an 8x8 piece of cardstock. And you can do this on a trimmer too if you want with the scoring blade. I just think it's really easy to do this on your Simply Scored. Okay, so then you get a piece like this. Oops, sorry about that. All right. And I'm so sorry, those of you who missed the advent calendars. Because this was actually not something we were at all planning on doing, I really had to limit the numbers that we did because it would have just been impossible to get it all done. In fact, we're going to be kind of doing this by the skin of our teeth, especially because I'm leaving next week, but we're already on it. I am pretty excited about the packaging. Okay, so what I'm going to start by doing is just getting rid of the corners with all these score lines. Okay, so we'll just snip those off. Like so. And oh my gosh, I'm just so excited about this. Okay, then in order to make this fit really nicely, what you want to do is go in. Actually, I'm going to score one more spot. Grab my trimmer again. Okay, so I'm going to go in 1/2 of an inch, so basically 5.5 inches, and I'm gonna score this, oops, this little third section, and then 2.5 inches. So, okay, come on. There we go. And then I'm gonna do that. Oh, actually, that might have been easier to do up here, huh? In case any of you guys were like, what is she doing? Okay, so 5.5 and 2.5. And oops, that's the wrong. Wait. Yeah, that's the right spot. Okay. This will all make sense in a second. Okay, so what I want to do with this is I'm going to cut from the diagonal to that spot. Okay, then I'm going to cut on that line. And then I'm going to cut on the diagonal back out. Okay, and what this is going to create is a little miter corner, and this will all make sense in a second. So again, let's do that. I'm going to cut from the corner to that score line. I'm going to cut on the score line up to the next line, and then I'm going to cut from the score line back out to the edge. Okay, and we're just doing that on 2 of the 3 sides. So here we go again. Da, da, da. Now, don't worry, I'm going to leave you with an example of this so that you don't have to be wondering how on earth I got there. Okay, so there we go. All right, so now what we're going to do is, and for those of you asking, I'll be sending an email out about this to all of my customers. If you're in the Paint with Dina group, I think I posted it there. I sent an email about it to people who've done anything on my Teachable site. So yeah. Okay. So we just want to fold on all of these little score lines, and then we should, do we? I feel like something's not quite right here. This is not square in the middle. Ooh, I wonder if, I wonder. I might have just messed this whole thing up. I bet it was 8 by 8.5. Okay, here we go. Hold on, fixing the piece of paper. I'm like, why is this not square? It's because I forgot to cut half of that inch off. Okay, let's do this again real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I did such a good job demonstrating, only I started with the wrong size paper. Okay, I always like doing it in the same spot on here versus like, going over there to do it, because I feel like then everything's the same. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then I'm gonna do this 1/2 inch line right here and this 1/2 inch line right here. I'm gonna flip and do that 1/2 inch line there and there. Okay, now she looks square. That's good. I hope it helps that I messed this up so that you guys feel better about when you mess stuff up, because we mess stuff up too. But this is pretty fun. Okay, so we're also going to need for this a window sheet that's 4 by 4. Actually, I think I did mine 3 7/8 squared. And the reason is because this is going to be a shaker card, and all these score lines that we're doing are going to create a little Sorry, gotta concentrate on this cut. They're gonna create a little frame, which is gonna be really cool. Okay, that was pretty quick to resurrect this piece. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is not coming out right. Why is that? Sometimes you just know. Okay, so pretty easy. And of course, you can do this in any size, but this is going to be 4 inches square when we're all done. All right. So I'm going to, once again, fold on the score lines, give them a good crease, and they will fold up real nice. Especially when you take the time to give, good crease lines with your bone folder. You can do this with just about anything. Now you're gonna need a piece of designer series paper to put on the inside of this. Of course, you could leave it blank if you wanted to. But I'm going to adhere a piece of DSP that I cut. Possibly, oh, don't tell me I lost it. I always love when I pre-cut stuff and then I can't find it when I go to do my cards. That makes me a little cray-cray. Oh, here it is. Whew! I'm like, I cut all these pieces. So I'm going to use the Delicate Pines DSP, which is just so pretty. And we're going to go ahead and adhere this piece in the back, and you can have this showing or this showing. So I think I want the other side showing. Okay, so I'm just going to center this in, and this is like 3 3/4 inch square. You could do closer to 4 too if you wanted. So then you can see how I've got the 2 sides of my picture frame. We want to put some tear and tape on these. Oopsie. Okay, so I'm gonna put my tear and tape, and I always have to make sure I'm putting it in the right spot, which is right here. And I love that this tears. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other 2 pieces. But I'm gonna do these 2 first, just so you can see what's happening. Then I'll take my Take Your Pick tool, because that is just so cool. Patricia says every day is an I need chocolate kind of day. I know, right? Serious. I could go for some chocolate. Do I have any? I don't. I mean, I do. I could rip open that package, but I want to do it nice so I can use it again, Okay, so then what I want to do is push this in so it's touching kind of the back side, and then I'm going to press on it. Okay, and then there we go. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Ba, ba, ba. And then we're going to do these 2. And again, we need our tear and tape on here. You might even get away with not using tear and tape on these last 2 bits, but I kind of like it. Lock in all the goodness. Okay, and then I'm going to just press this done. I find that if you give it a press before you try and pull the adhesive off, it goes in better. Okay, so once again, we're going to do this. Flip that down, and it tucks right into that perfectly, fabulously mitered little corner. Okay, and then finally, we'll do this side. Possibly. Potentially. Maybe. We'll see. There we go. Goodness. Okay, and last but not least, this little section right here. Okay. Oh, so cool. So now we've got like this 3-dimensional frame, which is just wonderful. All right. Now we're going to kind of lock this all in. And now this was an interesting little tip that we got. And ooh, let me see if I have the stuff. Well, she had a cute little thing of it. I'm going to use, ooh, where did I've got a microfiber cloth someplace that, of course, I can't seem to see at this moment. Let's see if we can do it with a microfiber cloth is probably, oh, well, do I dare? I don't know. I was going to say, I have my new towels, but I don't know if I want to put this on there. I'll try it with paper towel. So the suggestion was to take a microfiber cloth. I'm going to use paper towel. And we're just going to put just a touch of hand sanitizer on here. And what that does is it keeps it from getting static clingy. Okay, and I believe this is going to work 100 times better with a microfiber cloth versus the paper towel that I'm using, but it's what I have because I don't want you waiting for me to find my microfiber towel. Anyway, there we go. Okay, so now this is allegedly free from the static cling. Okay, so we want to put, I'm looking, oh goodness, I'm looking for my goodies here. Here we go. So I've got loose gold sequins, or I've got gold stars, shaker stars. These are in the mini catalog, or they might be online exclusives, but these are newer. These are in the annual catalog, so either will work. And I'm just gonna put some of those in here, and you can put a decent amount. Just to mix things up, I'm going to add some stars too, because, I mean, why not? So now we've got some stars and some of these. And then what I'm going to do is take from my, okay, got the covers on, from my set A Little Cheer. There's a star, a tree, and a stocking. I'm going to take the tree and punch some of those. And, you know, you can do whatever colors you want. The old olive is going to match. And so I'm just going to punch several of these. And then we'll put them in. And then you can actually go in between and get even more. Like that. Okay. So now we're going to add those in. And we should do one more contrasting color just because it's fun and it's easy. Such a great way to use scraps. So I'll take and do some Pretty Peacock. If you have any tiny little dies, those would be perfect in here as well. So look at all those fun little shaker things. I think we've got a good number in here. Okay, next we're going to take our tear and tape, and we're going to go on here and put tape down like this. And like this, and this is going to kind of hold the box together, so you want to make sure it's, you know, nice and square. You don't want it like leaning or hanging out or anything like that. And then we're going to cover all this up, so don't worry if it's not perfect. Not a big deal. because we're going to put our window sheet that the static has been removed from. I suppose you could try like a Swiffer or something, but I think I don't know, that might actually increase the static, to be honest. I don't know. The hand sanitizer sure worked, and she had like a little thing of it, you know, like from Bed Bath & Beyond or wherever, you know, like the purse size. But I had the pump handy, so I grabbed that. Okay, so there we go. Everything is on here. We're going to take our adhesive sheet that is no longer nice and clear, but it is if you use the microfiber tile, I promise. And we'll stick it on here like that. And now our shaker is enclosed inside. So cool. Okay, then what you need are 4 pieces of designer series paper, and these are a 1/2 by 4. Okay, and they're going to overlap a little, but they're going to create a frame around this so that it covers everything up. Okay, so I'm going to put that on, and this time I'm going to have those little snowflakes showing. And so, I mean, really take a look at like the stamps and dies that you have in your collection, because you might have little, you know, options for shaker elements. And this is, oh, you know what I meant to do? Shoot. I meant to take some of these stars. I was going to put these in. And to do that, let's see if we can sneak a couple of these in. I bet we could. Don't tell anybody. Can we? Oh, yeah. We're totally getting them in there. We're just going to carefully shove them through here. I'm just going to stick that right there. And what I'm going to do, you guys are going to laugh about this. I'm going to put just a few of those in here, but I have to take off the little adhesive backing, you know, because otherwise they'll stick. And we don't want that. So we're just going to take the little backing off. And I'll just put a couple of these in here, like 3. Okay, now the trick will be getting it in without it sticking. Yeah, that will be the trick. Oh, did it? One is in. Let's take a bigger one. Pull that little backing off. So this is really funny because this was Nancy's shoebox swap. And that little stinker, she made a little packet of shaker elements. So she took off the backing adhesive from a bunch of different embellishments to make the shakers. And I will show you the one she made because it was different from this one. But it was so cool. This is kind of like a Where's Waldo, find the red snowflake. And these are all from that Delicate Pines, I think is the name. Yeah, Delicate Pines bundle. Okay, one more in there, and then we'll finish up the rest. Okay, now we're going to press that down like we didn't do anything sketchy. And now, oh, there's one. How fun is that? Okay. So this would be so cute for like if you have little kids or grandkids that you make this for. You could put like a little secret something in there and then make them, tell them they have to find it. Okay, so there we go. Look at how cute that is. All right, so now we're going to make this into a card. And in order to do that, we're going to need oh, where did my ruler go? Here we are. We are going to need a 4 by 8 inch piece of cardstock. You can do the same color or you can do a different color. I might, let's see, I might do, oh, no. I didn't cut this piece. I'm gonna just quick cut a 4x8 piece of old olive for the back. Okay. And then we'll fold that in half. Okay, and then we just need a 3 3/4 inch piece of basic white that we can put on the inside. Is this 3 3/4? No. Oh, this probably is. Yes. Okay. Oh, this is 3 1/2. That'll work. All right. So that's on the inside. Then we'll just adhere that to the back. Oh my gosh. Cut it the right size, Dina. Seriously. I know, this is kind of a little bit of fuss, right? Okay, oh my gosh, and my paper's not in here straight either because I had it the wrong size. Now we'll put it in straight for reals. Okay, there we go. So now what I want to do, and I am using Seal Plus for this, I want to put some adhesive on here so that it sticks real nice to the back, like so. Okay, and now it's a card. That's a shaker. Okay, so let's decorate this bad boy up. So I've got my delicate pines, and oh my goodness, I love this bundle. So fun to put little snowflakes together that are made from pine boughs. So I'm gonna take and add a few pieces here. It's gonna be so cute. And this is kind of my favorite thing with this little set. Oh, I just love this one. Have I mentioned that? We've got we actually have 3 snowflake bundles. And to be honest, I love all of them, each kind of in their own way. They're each a little different. But this pine one is probably my fave. The second favorite is the one with the stencils. Pardon me, decorative masks. Okay, so on the inside of our little card, I'm going to do a little stamping. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this kind of diagonally and diagonally like that. And then I'm going to do it again in Pretty Peacock. Kind of a little higher like that. So I've got a couple colors. And then I will add a couple pine cones. Ooh, I think I might need to re-ink this pad like that. Okay. And then on the inside, we can do Warmest Winter Wishes. Like that. Okay, so that's really cute. Then on the outside, we're going to take and stamp and die cut a couple of our little snowflakes. So I'm going to do the small one in some Pretty Peacock ink on Pretty Peacock cardstock, and then I'll do the large one, or large, this is really the medium size of the stamp set, but the larger of these two in Old Olive on Old Olive. And I'm going to quick die cut these, and then we're going to put together our final card, and then I will give you all those dimensions. Okay, so I just need this and, oops, this. But look at all the dies that come in here, like a bajillion. A bajillion, for real. It's official. Don't question my terminology. Okay, I just want to post it so this doesn't move on me, because that would be a real buzzkill at this point, wouldn't it? Also, there's 2 dies, and I'm telling you this because I made a mistake last week when I was using it. So this one that is like a little flourishy goes to this one that's a little flourishy, and then the plain one goes to this plain one. You're welcome for that little tip. Okay. Let me quick die cut this. Okay. By the way, this is the Putsy card for tonight. The others are a little simpler. Okay. Oh, so cute. So I'm just going to put these on here and we'll pop them up. I love using dimensionals too because I feel like they adhere really nicely to things. So I'll put a couple of dimensionals to adhere this, like so, on here, and then this one. Actually, we can use glue dots, and if I stack 2 glue dots on top of one another, that's going to give me just a little lift, but not so much that this gets like outrageously fat, if you know what I mean. And look at how fun those nest together. You can actually stamp them together in different colors. It's fun. Just trust me on that. Okay, and then we're going to add another little sentiment on the front, which is celebrate the season. And ooh, you know what? I might just do that in some red, because we can. Actually, I'm going to do cherry because I can. So let me just lop off a little hunk here, about a 1/2 inch piece. I did not measure that, just in case you were wondering. And we're going to stamp this on here, and it's going to rock. Oh my gosh. You could also do like white or vanilla, but I kind of love the look of that. Celebrate the season. I don't know what it is, but I feel like cherry cobbler is such a good Christmas color. I mean, obviously, you have the obvious real red, of course, but cherry cobbler is just so rich and pretty, and my favorite time to use it is during the holiday season. So, okay. So I am just going to do a little banner on each end with my snips. And then I think I'm going to kind of, I'm just wiggling this, and that will make it, you know, we can kind of shabby chic it a little on here, which is always kind of fun. Oh yeah, that's going to be good. Super excited about this. Then of course we have to put one of those little stars in the center of our snowflake. Or actually, this is not a star, it's a snowflake. Have I been saying star this whole time? I don't know. That's kind of my thing. So we'll put that right there. And I just love that pop of red. So gorgeous. Oh, I love that you guys love cherry cobbler too. And yes, with old olive, so good. It works. It really works with garden green, shaded spruce. Any of those nice rich green colors are always a good idea. Okay, oh, I just used the rest of this, figures. Let's quick change that out. Don't worry, my adhesive drawer is standing by. Oh, yay, Carol loves shakers. Can't wait to try it. That makes me happy, Carol. Don't forget, enter your card into the contest. I will post a graphic tomorrow, and I actually will post. I know I've been a little lax. It's just, it turns out 3 retreats in 1 month is too many. I learned. It was, but we had just the best flipping time. It was good. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Okay. But all we need is just a little bit to tack this down on here, like so, like that. And honestly, you could put like a little loop on here and make this a Christmas ornament also. How fun would that be? Oh, you could put a photo in the background. I mean, so many possibilities for this. It's just so fun. You could do like a gift card, because a gift card will fit in here. Perfect. I love this. Shaberific. Exactly. You totally get me, Robin. I just, yes. Okay. So do you want to see some other examples with this? Because I do really like this. All right. So here is a Thanksgiving version. There are the little acorns. I believe that's part of this punch. And they are punched in there. So fun. Okay. I have a Halloween version, which is just redonkulous. So stinking cute. All kinds of fun little goodies in here. I think there might be some contraband. But you know what you could put in here too that would be fun are like sprinkles. Like decorating sprinkles. You could totally put those in here. Okay, and then, oops, this is not the completed one. Here is the completed one. How stinking cute is this? Again, it's got all kinds of fun little goodies and super cute. Oh, so how fun are these? All right, let's put those dimensions down, and I will put pictures of all these out. So a huge thank you to Nancy for bringing this project into my life. So awesome. All right, we are going to start. Oh, I need a bigger piece of paper. Who am I kidding? Let's see what we got here. This is our November. Is anybody else in denial that it is November? November 2025 Stamping with the Creativity Cave card challenge. Okay. So again, you have until the end of the month to post your project. Okay, so you're going to start with an 8 by 8 inch piece of cardstock, and you're going to score on all sides at 1/2 of an inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, and 2 inches. Okay, and then you're going to create the miter. Ooh, how do you spell miter? M-I-T-E-R. Corner. There's no spell check in my Sharpie. That is unfortunate. That's, you know, these little cutouts. Okay. And by the way, I'll post this. All right. Then you're going to need a 3 3/4 inch square DSP. I did a 3 7/8 inch square. Sorry, I wrote that different. Window sheet. 4 pieces of 1/2 inch by 4 inch DSP, and then a 4 by 8 inch piece of cardstock and a 3.5 inch or ish square white. Okay, and then of course you can decorate it however you want. You can't send the shaker card in the mail. Of course you can. You would have to send it as a package, but you can send it. You can't send it in an envelope. But you know, the post office is going to smush the crapola out of this anyway. So, you know, anyway, there it is. I will post a picture of this, and all of this for you. But yes, I thought I changed the size to 8.5. No, I had it 8.5, but I did it a second time to be 8 inches square. So I was wrong the first time. I think I had it 8 by 8.5, and that's why it was not square. And I was like, what's happening? So no, I was wrong at the beginning. It is 100% 8 by 8, and that's why I redid it at the beginning. So there you go. This will all get posted tomorrow for you. So stinking much fun, and I hope you'll give it a try. It looks like a lot, but it's actually really easy. It really is pretty dang easy to make. So give that a shot. All right, I also have a couple more cards, way easier than all of that, but really pretty, I think. So my first card has kind of a fun little technique to it, which I hope you're going to love. It's very easy. This is a new bundle that we have called the Creative Haven bundle. It's actually part of a suite, and you can see there's these cute tags. And no, this is not a football player with like grease under its eyes. These are little tag holes that you can die cut into your pieces. You can see there's different ones for this tag and for the oval. So it's kind of what's cool about them is like you run it through it together. I suppose you could do it separate if you wanted, but they fit so that the hole will be boom. So you can just run those together. Anyway, you get the idea. All right, so let me show you my card with this. It is going to start with a Secret C card base. Oh, you're losing my voice. Oh, interesting. Audio is breaking up. Oh dear, I'm not sure why that would be. Sound is in and out. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I have no idea why that is. All right. So I started with half a sheet of Secret C. And then I embossed a 2 by 5.5 inch piece of Secret C with my Changing Leaves embossing folder, which I love. I just need to find some adhesive so I can stick it on my card. Then I die cut 2 of these tags. One in Petunia Pop and one in Timid Tiger. And what a awesome color combination this is. I love it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stamp on this piece. Ooh, I just got to figure out what I did with that stamp. This is not good. Well, while I'm trying to figure that out, I'm going to show you a really fun technique. Now, I've done this before, but it's always a good one. On this tag, I'm going to emboss these 2 leafy dies. So they look like this and this when you die cut them, but I wanted to emboss them onto this piece. So to do that, I'm going to just set them across my tag like so. All right. And then the sandwich for my machine is going to be the multi-purpose platform. I'm not going to use the thin die adapter, so no thin die adapter. Chuck that aside. Do not use that. I've got a cutting pad, and I've got a silicone craft sheet. And I'm going to put my dies where I want them to kind of cover that tag relatively well. And then I'm going to put a cutting plate over the top. Now, I know you're all at home going, oh my gosh, she's going to cut through her silicone craft sheet. I'm not. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. Now, it should go through your machine you should not hear any cracking. If you do, something's wrong. Stop. It'll go through your machine, and the silicone craft sheet allows this to simply like score or indent, but not cut the cardstock. How flippin' awesome is that? Like pretty awesome, right? Okay, so now we just decorated our beautiful little tag with some embossing to coordinate with our little bundle here. Okay, but the bad news is I still can't find my stamp. So I really want to stamp "You're the best" on my tag. But, ooh, and the worst part is it's mounted on a block and it's got ink on it. Oh, no, that's not it either. I hate that it's like amongst us, but not, if you know what I mean. Okay, well, usually the way I find things is by cleaning up my desk, so that's what we're going to do. And I know it's mounted on a block, so it couldn't truly be all that far away. I'm like looking on the table behind me. Hold on, it might be on the table behind me. Okay. Well, oh, here it is. I was going to say, I know I put it with my stuff. Okay, that was really scary. All right, so I'm going to use some Secrecy ink to stamp "You're the best" on this tag, like that. Okay, so we're going to just arrange these onto our card. Super easy. I kind of like putting them at a little bit of an angle. And then I'm going to pop this one up. But you don't have to. Like that. So cute. Okay. But wait, there's more. We are going to put some... I'm gonna do a bow and a knot. You could do 2 bows. You could do 2 knots. It's totally up to you. And I'm going to adhere these with a little bit of Seal Plus because this ribbon doesn't like to stick to stuff, to like glue dots. I've noticed it pops off. It does a little better with some Seal Plus. So we will just make that happen right here. Boom. And you know what? I'm going to do 2 bows because we're fancy like that here at the Creativity Cave. I don't know if you're fancy like that, but we are. All right. Okay, this bow is slightly bigger just because it's a little bigger tag. But I'm going to make it a little smaller bow. And we'll trim it because we still want to see our tag. And there we go. I like seeing a little peek of my tag sticking out, just, you know, for funsies. All right. Then we are going to embellish with some dots. And I'm going to take and just put a few on here. Like so. Like that. I don't know. I think that's all right. And because this is a nice dark card, I feel like we would be remiss if we did not spritz that just a touch. Okay. There we go. If you think you're freezing, it's probably because I had to run to the other room to find my stamp. So it might have been that I left. I left the live for a brief moment. So that could have been what you thought was freezing. All right, now on the inside of our card, we're going to put a little layer in here. And I did die cut these leaves. Goodness. Okay, so we're just going to put these kind of in the corner, like so. Oh, and my cardstock is kind of trimmed funny. Let me fix that quick. Okay. And to do this, I'm just going to put a little liquid glue. And let me show you yet another use of our silicone craft sheet. This is a pastry brush that comes like this, and I just cut that down like so. And I'm going to squirt a little glue on here. Woo! Goodness. I got crazy there. Hold on. Don't worry, I got wet wipes. We can fix that right up. Even though I'm bumping my camera as I do it. I just want to do that so I don't get glue on myself or anything else. Unplanned gluing. Okay, so now I'm just going to dab this out. And what I love about this, you know, you've seen me do the sponge in the craft sheet before, which is great. But, you know, your sponge gets a big goober on it. Eventually, you got to do another sponge or whatever. This one, I think it keeps your hands a little cleaner. And then the goober you can just rub off, which actually is highly satisfying, especially if you were one of those kids who played with paste on your hand as a kid, which I must have been because I'm loving doing it now. Okay, so I just put that on the inside of my card. And then if you want, you could add one of these other little sentiments in here. So I think I will do so happy to have you in my life, because who would not just love getting a card that said that, right? That would be a really nice little thing to say to somebody. Aw, so nice. Okay, we're going to adhere that to our card inside, and then we're good to go. So fun. I think the nice thing about this is the color combination. So we've got, again, Secret Sea, Petunia Pop, and Timid